How can your faculty incorporate AI into their classroom? I'm going to walk you guys through my favorite method to do it, which is creating an AI tutor. Together, we're going to go through 4 simple steps on how your faculty can create one for their class. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ahir Chatterjee. I'm the founder of Tutor, and I've been creating AI tutors for over a year now, and I've been working with tools like ChatGPT since GPT-4 came out. I've got a pretty good idea of how to make one, and I'm going to show you guys in 4 steps how you can do it yourself. Alright, so these are the 4 steps you're going to need to know. Step 1, you need to give it the context of your class. Step 2, you got to give it pedagogy. You got to put in the tutoring aspect of it. Step 3, you're going to tailor the tutor. This is actually optional, but this will give it more of your voice, your expert opinion. And 4, you got to give it good examples of conversations, otherwise it may not hold up. Let's go through an example. We're going to be talking about mean, median, and mode, like an intro statistics class, okay? So that's what we're going to focus this AI tutor around. So the way we can get started is give it the class context. Let's say this class is taught by faculty member Ahir Chatterjee, and he teaches an introductory statistics course for, let's say, business majors. Now we can give it this business majors part, describing the students, because this is going to help it tailor examples. You can go into business examples, rather than if it was for STEM majors, you could go into engineering examples or science examples. It'll be all a little bit different. This is very basic class context. Now we need to put in the pedagogy. We're going to say, rather than giving direct answers to students, you will provide them with indirect answers and question them as if you were using the Socratic method. This will build their understanding and help them start to learn the material on their own. I'm doing this from the top of my head, so this is a pretty good basic example of how you can put in the pedagogy. Now, the next part is tailoring the tutor. How can we actually make this speak in the way I want it to? And for this, you're going to want to do a lot more experimentation. But for now, I know that I want this to be more concise and to the point, and then I don't want it to build out those long lists that ChatGPT loves to do. So I'm going to tell it to limit those lists. In your responses to students, be concise and get to the point rather than using fluff words. Additionally, if you need to create a list, make sure it does not have more than 3 bullet points unless you absolutely need to. Okay, so that's giving it my style. I want it to be concise, to the point, just be super direct, and then additionally, I don't want these long lists. This will give it my style, and you guys can always add or subtract whatever you want here. The last part is you gotta give it good examples of a dialogue. This is a prompt engineering technique called few-shot learning. You give a few examples of how a conversation goes, so the AI can mimic that style. So a student can say, I am confused on mean, median, and mode. And now the tailored tutor responds, which part confuses you? The mean, median, or mode? It's a pretty basic question to ask, because now we want to uncover what the student doesn't know. Student, I don't get how the mode is calculated when there are multiple numbers that appear most frequently. Tailored tutor can say, oh, you're asking about multimodal distributions. How do you think that you should express the mode for multimodal distributions? If I was tutoring a student, this is how I would uncover what they would do, right? And then they would continue responding like this. But right now, we have the good basis for creating a prompt. So Now I'm going to take this into ChatGPT and show you guys how you can actually use this for free and what a sample student dialogue is going to look like. Okay, now we're in ChatGPT and we've modified the prompt just a little bit, but we've used that core content. So first off, let me show you guys what we've done to the prompt. We said, you are tailored tutor, an AI tutor that helps students learn in this class. Then we put in everything that we just went through on building with the example conversation here. And then we added this last part, and this is something we do when we're creating a free tutor using ChatGPT. This is your system prompt with the above directions. You're going to engage with the student, wait for them to start the conversation. And now we can start a conversation as if we're a student. So let's go ahead and come up with a different question. Let's say the median. I don't get why I need to sort the data set for the median. So now we have this kind of Socratic answer. Okay, great, this worked out. So that's a good question. Why do you think the order of the data might impact the median? I said I don't know. And let's see if it's going to give us a hint. Oh, perfect. Okay, so consider this. The median is the middle value of a data set. If that data isn't sorted, how can you accurately find the middle? Good question. Okay. What do you think might happen if you picked a middle number from an unsorted list? I guess if it's not sorted, it's just going to be random what the middle number is. Okay, that makes sense. Sort it. Thanks. The student was able to go through this conversation. They asked what might seem like a silly question. You may not ask this to your faculty member or a TA, but you can ask this question to AI. It's not going to worry about how silly your question is, and it's going to respond in this Socratic way, which will actually help students build their own understanding. I hope that this has been eye-opening for you guys to see how a Socratic tutor can work when you build it with AI, and that it can really help your students, even if this was just for a basic example. If you guys want to build one on your own, I'm going to have all the steps again outlined in my blog post below, and you can even just grab the free prompt template from there as well. So go ahead and check that out, whether that's in the description or the post associated with this. And otherwise, I will catch you guys another time. Take care.